Hello everybody, this is Johnny S with another R6 vlog. It's going to be a short vlog, I'm guessing around 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So I've come to a beautiful place. I might put some extra footage, we'll see how it goes. I tried to do the video quick. We had a nice ride through the mountains. We came to relax, chill out, eat a little bit, have a fucking smoke, you know, take it easy. But because I do see that as time passes more people come, I wanted to get the video out of the way and then probably sit around for an hour around here just chilling out. Very beautiful place up in the mountains. So in today's topic we're going to talk about how to become a better driver. One of the subsections for this is to be relaxed. Don't be tensed up on your bike. Okay, like I said, it's a very small topic, but it is something that I've seen that, you know, people forget, especially newer drivers. They tend to hold tightly on the handlebars as if they're fighting for their life, you know what I mean? I can understand that it is nerve-wracking, and you know that in some circumstances you might think that you need to apply extra force, but you do really need to be relaxed. You need to have a very loose grip, let's say, on the handlebars. You need to become, the more relaxed you are, the more one with the bike you're going to be. Let's say you're going to feel more the bike. The more tensed up you are limiting your feedback, your responses, let's say, to the bike, you know what I mean? So the more relaxed you are, and I'm not talking about like a wobbly, softly thing, you know what I mean? Relaxed though, enjoy it. So that's the point of it. I mean, you're riding the bike to enjoy the bike, the scenery and the hair hitting and whatever the bike provides. Simultaneously, you have your mind onto it, and it depends on what bike. You know, I mean, on the super sport bikes, they are more, when you're going for a ride with a super sport bike, you're more focused on you're focused on the scenery and everything, but you're paying a huge amount of attention on your bike as well. And the more aggressive the bike is, a little bike will be even more than what I'm saying now. So the more, let's say, the bike can do, the more you have to pay attention to it. And that's not to put down other bikes, you know what I mean, by no means. It's just you know, mentioning that your attention is going to be divided between multiple things. What's happening on the road, we've talked about some of these things, your vision, your position, we've talked about maybe trail braking and everything. There are a couple of cars passing on the back. Yeah, as time passes, people are coming up. It's a nice weather today, and it's logical. People have started going out. When I came earlier, here was nothing. It was dead. It was piss as quiet. You couldn't hear. Now you can hear a bike go past and stuff. You couldn't hear nothing. You could have slept here. You know what I mean? Anyway, so don't take too much of your time. One of the advice with the new drivers and the older drivers, you know what I mean, is try to pay attention on what you're doing on the handlebars, on your top half of your body. Try to be relaxed, okay? Meaning relaxed on your view, swing your shoulders, don't be tight, don't be fixated, you know what I mean, and just like move your eyes only, move your head, move your shoulders on the bike, tightly gripped, see what you're doing with your brakes, no abrupt, you know, like tightly. From the bottom, from the bottom and half of the body, you're a little bit more tight. So if you're going to ask me how am I going to stay on the bike and how am I going to hold onto the bike on high speeds, especially on the turn or something, I will say with your legs. So you need to have a tighter grip, you know what I mean? So your bottom half of your body has to be a little bit, let's say, more tensed up, if you want to call it that, which is not really, but it has to be a little bit more tensed up. The other thing that I have seen people do, which I do not recommend, is abrupt movements. Abrupt gas, abrupt brake, abrupt this, abrupt that. I'm going to give an example. I saw a video on the YouTube, which there was a guy there who was very good. He had a piece of tire, okay, and he was on the gravel, and he was pushing the tire on 45 degrees, and he was pushing it, and the camera was showing how the tire was compressing. So he was pushing it slowly, 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 and the tire compressed quite a bit. And he was explaining that, you know, this is what it's like the tablecloth. You know, when you have on the tablecloth, and you pull it. If you pull it slow, the contents of on top of the table are going to also drag. If you put it abruptly, the friction, the traction, in other words, your tire, the glasses on the table, whatever you want to call it, they will be abruptly moved, and then it will slide underneath it. So he did the same thing with the tire. Obviously, I don't have the money, the budget, and the tires to do this. He was on the track, and he was actually showing this. And then as he had this tire on 45 degrees, he abruptly pushed it. As soon as he did a little movement, not a lot, the tire slipped. You know what I mean? So that was to show that smooth movements, smooth brakes, smooth things, whatever you do abruptly, it's that kind of pressure. I have seen a lot of people do this, you know what I mean? Relax, take it easy, especially when you're first opening the throttle. On some bikes there's a stage where the gas comes a little bit more abruptly, depending on your bike, obviously. On those cases, be a little bit extra cautious, you know what I mean? Possibly decrease your angle a little bit and then kind of get onto it. You get used to it, what I'm saying. So loose grip, relaxed, go with the flow in a sense, tighter legs, not a crazy extent, but tighter on the ball of your feet, so you can have a little bit more better sense of what's going on. And the last thing that I'm going to say, and I don't want to tease anyone, but I called it don't hang off like a monkey. Your body movement is not to drag your knee. I've said this many times before. It's not to prove that you're an awesome rider. It's not to be like a monkeys, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be something that will reduce the lean angle of your bike. Sorry about the interruption. There's many couples and kids walking past. You can probably hear them in the background. It's a good thing, you know what I mean, but you know, not for the video, for the sake of the video. I'll probably have to come even earlier. It should be nice earlier. Much more peace and quiet. Anyway, so what I was saying is that as you're shifting your body, if you're supporting yourself with your legs, that's also going to lower the center of gravity a little bit, let's say. You're not really turning by pushing on your foot pegs. I've heard people mention this. It's not really true. It's your body weight in conjunction with the ball of your feet that you're helping the bike turn. So that's about it, guys. I think that it's been like 5, 10, 8 minutes, whatever. 8 minutes. 8.5. That's all I wanted to mention. I mean, be relaxed. That's one of the advices that I have for new riders, for new people, and it helps in many senses. It helps on your safety. It helps on your feel. It helps on your responsiveness. It helps you to become more one with the bike, let's say. And knock on wood, even in the case that you do have a fallout, let's say, from your bike, it is good to be a little bit more relaxed, let's say. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I wanted to mention, guys. I hope you have a nice day. I'm going to chill out here. I brought some food. I'm going to eat a little bit, have a smoke, chill out, and yeah, I hope you have a nice, great day. I bid you goodbye. Goodbye.